How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here. Today we're going to talk about Stargirl Season 3, Episode 5, titled The Thief. So this episode is nightmarish. Alrighty then. Um, so Cindy successfully hacks into the laptop by having Sharp hack it himself from beyond the grave. Pat and Barbara go on a date that is interrupted by the Crocs, where they share their discovery that Sharp has paid back everyone he blackmailed. Woo, let's go. Anyway, uh interesting. Pick Ooh, I missed the scene. Um I missed a few scenes actually. Rewinding a little bit um to last night. Um oh no, hold on. The hacking scene and okay, and what I'm about to mention happened at the same time, roughly. So Sylvester and Yolanda and Rick go down to the tunnels. They find the JSA, the ISA meeting place, not JSA, and Sylvester loses his absolute shit, right? Um, Afterwards, he's polishing silver, and Barbara asks him what's up, and he says, "I lost that he lost his temper, which is not like good role model like Pat." And then him and Barbara have like a heart to heart. Uh, anyway, anyway. Um, Now back to the Crocs and whatnot. Afterwards, so while Beth is taking a test, uh, a math test, Cindy. No, that was late in the episode. Cindy is saving Mike and Jakeem from being bullied by breaking the dude's arm and threatening that if he ever bullies Freshman again, she'll break more than just his arm. When she's asked why she cares, she replies with "I don't," and then walks away. It's like, why do you care? I don't. Then just walks off. Ugh, I need to lose weight. I have like dad bod now. Like a very obvious dad bod. Ugh, I'm not even a dad. Anyway, Jakeem and Mike wanna ask Cindy to join them and whatnot. Anyway, this episode has Courtney being love struck with Cameron, and just ignoring the JSA, right? Like she's just like whatever. Um, like she's leaving it to Sylvester, which is at the moment fine. Sylvester is like seeing his errors like almost immediately. Like so it's like fine. So we're fine with it for now. Anyway, during chem class, Cindy and Courtney have a heart to heart of sorts where Cindy tells her, "You can't feel guilty about his dad. Nobody wants to know that their dad is a villain. Do you want him to feel like we do with her dad being a degenerate and Cindy's dad being the Dragon King? Like, do you want Cameron to show up to start feeling that? Let him hero worship his dad. It's fine." Um, Cindy then goes to confront Cameron and gets him to go all ice eyes on her, and she tells Courtney who knew. Sydney obviously did it for Courtney's sake. Like she spoke to Cameron to try and force his powers out if he had them. Just as like a a make sure type of thing, which is fine. Uh, why could you keep do ask Cindy to join them? And she laughs at them because to be fair, everyone's laughing at them. Like I don't. The Thunderbolt is being useless this episode, which is fine. Now, Sylvester does find one of the Dragon King's old lairs, and he fucks up Beth. He fucks Beth over when he asks for her help in the middle of a test because the goggles suddenly gave her all the answers and whatnot. I'm hoping she turned in the test as like as she had it before the call and just like made a wash of it, as it were. Now, um, when Rick and Yolanda find out about Courtney hanging out with Cameron, they just go off the deep end entirely, right? They're like, "Do you know who is?" And then they bring up his dad, right? And Courtney, justifiably so, flips out on them and tells them he's not his dad any more than I am mine. Which her dad's is a degenerate, like deadbeat loser. Um, so it is what it is. Um, when they try and talk about to Sylvester about it, he's like, "No, you can't do that." Uh, anyway, he's like, "You can't do this. Remember, the last time there was some kind of like issue with the JSA, we fell apart and were destroyed because of it." And he brings up the Eclipse possessed dude. Like y'all need to like chill out. Um, and he also tells Beth, "Look, your parents want to get involved. The last time one of our family members got involved, rule number one: protect the family. The last time a family member got involved, it was his sister who was murdered by Brainwave." So Beth just tells her parents off. She's like, "You can help me the best by not helping. Stay out of it." Right now, Courtney does go and visit Cameron and to show him like the ice hotel stuff she found early in the episode. And he kind of like builds her like a miniature a hotel thing with his powers as his grandparents are watching, and they're upset a bit, but like at the end of the day, I this is gonna go one of two ways, right? They'll tell him about his dad, and he will become a supervillain, or they'll tell him about his dad, and he will feel the shame that Cindy and Courtney feel about their fathers being absolute fucking reprobates. Um, it's a coin flip. It's literally just flip a coin. Heads, he stays a good guy. Tails, he becomes the villain. Uh, they're 100% gonna tell him. Like, there's no way they don't tell him about his dad. It's just his reaction that's gonna be. The thing is, though, we know he has anger issues. We know that Cameron has anger issues. He fucked up Rick's car. He's apparently been institutionalized for it between second and third grade. It's a whole mess. Now, Yolanda sneaks into Cindy's house and finds the laptop. I don't know what the fuck is up with Yolanda and Rick this season, but they are channeling their inner supervillain. Not even Batman. Vengeance himself is this fucking suspicious of supervillains. Hell, Batman fucked a former supervillain. Well, super. He knocks up Selena Kyle, and out comes Helena Wayne, right? He does end up in a relationship with Selena Kyle in the comics. So, like, not even Batman is this fucked in the head when it comes to everybody's a villain. Like, I need Yolanda and Rick to chill because this isn't. Holy shit, they need to chill. The Crocs are evidence that people can be redeemed. The Shade is evidence that people can be redeemed. Hell, even fucking Sharp is evidence that people in the show can be redeemed. What the fuck is the damage that Rick and Yolanda are under that makes it so that they can't allow Cameron and Cindy to be redeemed? They're like, no, fuck you. Your parents were supervillains, and therefore you are supervillains, even though you're not yet. Like, I don't like Cindy, so I'm gonna go break into her house and she stole the laptop. Yeah, she stole the laptop. This is not proof she killed Sharp. Now, of course, in the beginning of the episode, we see her having the little knife thingy retract, but we don't know that for sure she was conscious of her thing. For all we know, Dragon King could be the reason for her scaly arms, and he's possessing her and killing people. And then it's transforming back. We don't know what the fuck is going up with Cindy. And Cameron's his own separate issue. So Yolanda and Rick are just off the deep end. Oh, and Rick removes the limiter from the hourglass, but that's not important yet. Like, it really isn't. That's, I wasn't even going to mention it, but like, if I'm on a rant about Rick, whatever. So it's like, hey, like, y'all need to ease up. Like, this isn't okay. Like, I get not wanting to trust people, because they are former villains. That kind of sort of makes sense, but like obviously I am all about the second chances, you know. I love me my redemption arcs. But I hate it when a redemption arc is broken and stopped part way because one of the so-called heroes has a stick up their ass. Because that's not that's not the hero way. Right? Yeah, sure. I get mad at mad because Batman doesn't refuse to kill the Joker up until the Joker kills one of the Robins in the comics. But like, I think it was Jason Todd who ends up coming back anyway. Uh, but it's like, dude, like, chill the fuck out. The Joker's an actual psychopath with no redeeming qualities. Cindy and Cameron are kids. The Crocs are the Crocs. They're at least trying for their kids' sake. The Shade isn't even a villain. He's just there. And Sharp is dead, so it's not relevant. But he was actually actively trying, so. Right? So, this whole 5-minute rant about Yolanda and Rick being assholes aside, the episode was good. It was really good. It was enjoyable. Um, I'm glad Beth gave her parents the what for because them being involved was about to get on my nerves, but they cut it off at the head, you know, as it were. Anyway, my rant aside, tell me what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. That's good for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe for new I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright. I'm gonna go have breakfast now, because Pokemon news. Woo!